did. You told them all I was gone, I'm back instead. You burned what I built, you took what was mine. You smiled at my funeral, now it's collection time. I counted every mile, every cold dark night. Every scar you gave me made me sharp as a knife. You should have made sure when you had the chance. You left me breathing, boy, now comes the dance. I'm coming back for you, like the dead you tried to bury. I'm coming back for you, cold and necessary. You thought the road swallowed me whole. You thought wrong, son. I'm coming back for you, and I'm almost done. Coming back, almost there. Coming back for y'all. That's the men who saw me walk out of that fire. That's the ones who bet against me. Ask your hired liar. Every town you ran to, I was one town back. Every door you locked, boy, I know where the cracks. You told your friends I'm nothing. You told them I was through. The funny thing about nothing, nothing's coming for you. You should have made sure when you had the chance. You left me breathing, boy, now comes the dance. I'm coming back for you, like the dead you tried to bury. I'm coming back for you, cold and necessary. You thought the road swallowed me whole. You thought wrong, son. I'm coming back for you, and I'm almost done. Coming back, almost there. Coming back for y'all. I want you to know something. I'm not angry. Angry men make mistakes. I'm not in a hurry either. Men in a hurry make more mistakes. I've been patient, like the grave is patient, like the dead is patient. You've had time to sleep in a bed, to eat at a table, to laugh with people who don't know what's coming. Enjoy it. Every day you had that I didn't goes on the bill, and the bill is almost due. That's your mistake right there. That's where this ends. A man who stops watching for what's around the bend. I'm coming back for you, like the dead you tried to bury. I'm coming back for you, cold and necessary. You thought the road swallowed me whole. You thought wrong. I'm here. I'm already here. I'm coming back. I'm back for you. You. say I cast a shadow wherever I go. They don't know the shadow cast me. I didn't choose the darkness chose me first. Before I had a name, boy, before I had a thirst. Every man I've ever met has run from what I know, that the thing they fear inside them is the best part of their soul. Outrun your shadow, can't outrun yourself. The darkest thing inside you is the truest thing you felt. I am the shadow, I am the dark, I am the thing that moves when you fall apart. You call me what you fear, I call myself alive. I am the shadow, and the shadow called it devil work, the bottle called it in. I called it something different once. I stopped the fight, I called it mine, I called it right. Because the things that make you different are the things that make you real. And the shadow that you're running from is the only thing that's healed. You can't outrun your shadow, can't outrun yourself. The darkest thing inside you is the truest thing you felt. I am the shadow, I am the dark, I am the thing that moves when you fall apart. You call me what you fear, I call myself alive. I am the shadow, and the shadow will survive. The shadow survives, I survive. The shadow. People spend their whole lives running from their shadow, paying good money to sit in rooms and talk about how to make it smaller, how to make it more manageable, more acceptable. But here's the thing about a shadow. It only exists because there's light. Your shadow is proof that you're standing in the light. The bigger the shadow, the brighter you must be. Stop running from it. Turn around. Look at it. That's not your enemy. That's just the part of you the light can't reach yet. Nothing left to hide. Some days it leads me, some days I lead. Some days we're so tangled I can't tell which one bleeds. But the road knows both of us. The night separates us both. A man in all his darkness, walking the same oath. I am the shadow, I am the dark, I am the thing that moves when you fall apart. You call me what you fear, I call myself alive. I am the shadow, always was, always will. The shadow and the light are both mine. Town I enter goes cold and still. Every dog stops barking, every church goes nil. Children cross the street when they see my face. Something in my shadow doesn't belong in this place. I've tried the priest, I've tried the river stone. Whatever rides behind me won't leave me alone. It ain't my sin, it ain't my shame. Something older than me is wearing my name. The devil walks behind me. Everywhere I go, the devil walks behind me. Through the rain and snow, I can't see his face, but I feel his breath. The devil walks behind me. Patient as death, behind me, always behind. The devil walks. Stopped at a crossroads outside of Kane. Met a man in black who knew my daddy's name. Said your grandfather made a deal in 49. Said the debt comes due when the blood runs fine. I said I made no deal. He said it don't matter, son. The blood carries everything, even what your kin have done. It ain't my sin, it ain't my shame. Something older than me is wearing my name. The devil walks behind me. Everywhere I go, the devil walks behind me. Through the rain and snow, I can't see his face, but I feel his breath. The devil walks behind me. Patient as death, behind me, always behind. The devil walks. You know the worst part about something following you? You get used to it. After enough years, you stop looking back. You just feel it there, like a second shadow. And one morning, you wake up and realize you stopped running. Not because you're brave, but because somewhere along the way, you stopped being afraid of what's behind you and started being more afraid of what's ahead. Without it, that shadow became the only thing you knew would never leave. keep its pace to shadows on the highway. And I've made my peace. If it wants my soul, it's gonna have to earn it. I've been carrying this fire long enough to learn it. The devil walks behind me, but I choose the road. The devil walks behind me, but I carry my own load. The devil walks behind me everywhere I go. The devil walks behind me. Let him, I won't slow. I can't see his face, but I feel his breath. The devil walks behind me. Always has, always will. But I'm still walking forward. Judges, never leaves, never looks at you like you're less than what you were. The devil knows that. That's why he invented it. Not to destroy you. To be the the only thing that never lets you down. And that's the cruelest trick he ever pulled. I recognize the grin. He says, boy, you look familiar. Said, I know where you've been. I pushed the glass across the table. Said, not tonight, old friend. He smiled and said, I'll see you when the Tuesday comes again. Whiskey is the devil's voice, speaking low and slow. I didn't answer for the first time. I didn't answer the call. Says 3:30. Bar's been closed since 3:30 me. Last man standing on this cracked wood floor. The devil's been here, he'll be back for more. Bottles empty, candles low. Something's coming, something slow. You can run from the morning, you can hide from the sun, but you can't outrun midnight. Midnight comes for everyone. Midnight comes for everyone. Rich man, poor man, outlaw son. Midnight comes for everyone. Under every moon and every gun. You can pray, you can fight, you can ride till you're done. But midnight comes. Midnight comes for everyone. Midnight comes for everyone. Sheriff rode out, never rode back. Preacher locked up, shut the curtains black. The good men hiding, the bad men proud. Something walking through the midnight cloud. I've seen it. Take the strong and the weak. Take the ones who never got to speak. You can run from the morning, you can hide from the sun, but you can't outrun midnight. Midnight comes for everyone. Midnight comes for everyone. Rich man, poor man, outlaw son. Midnight comes for everyone. Under every moon and every gun. You can pray, you can fight, you can ride till you're done. But midnight comes. Midnight comes for everyone. Midnight comes for everyone. You know what midnight really is? It's not a time. It's that moment when everything you've been avoiding finally catches up. Some men meet it with a gun in their hand. Some meet it on their knees. The wisest men I've ever known met it with a glass of whiskey and a nod, like they'd been expecting it. All alone. So I pour one last glass, set it on the sill. Let whatever's coming, come if it will. I made my peace with the hour in the dark. I've left my name on every road and mark. Midnight knows me, I know midnight too. We've been meeting here since I was 22. Midnight comes for everyone. Rich man, poor man, outlaw son. Midnight comes for everyone. Under every moon and every gun. You can pray, you can fight, you can ride till you're done. Midnight comes, it's already here. Midnight comes for everyone. Come the wall ticks. Once, twice, 3 times. Then absolute silence. Midnight has arrived. The road is all I am. His deals. Thought I knew the price, boys, didn't know what losing feels. He took my land first, then he took my name, took the woman that I loved and left me cold and lame. I cursed the sky above me, asked God where he'd gone. All I heard was silence, and I kept riding on. But silence ain't abandonment, and dark ain't always wrong. Sometimes God goes quiet just to see if you stay strong. The devil tried to break me, tried to take everything I own. The devil tried to shake me from the faith I'd always known. But what the devil didn't count on was the fire in my chest. God made me free, and I survived the test. God made me free, still standing. God made me free. Year 2 he sent the sickness, year 3 he sent the drought, year 4 he sent the loneliness to see if I tap out. I knelt on cracked earth with nothing left to give, just one word in my chest, just one reason left to live, and that word was enough to get me off my knees. That word walked me out through the darkness and the freeze. Silence ain't abandonment, and dark ain't always wrong. Sometimes God goes quiet just to see if you stay strong. The devil tried to break me, tried to take everything I own. The devil tried to shake me from the faith I'd always known. But what the devil didn't count on was the fire in my chest. God made me free, and I survived the test. God made me free, still standing. God made me free. You know what the devil never understood? He thought faith was a weakness, something to exploit, something to crush. He didn't know that every time he pushed me down, I came back up, not because of my own strength, but because something was holding me up from underneath. Something that didn't announce itself, didn't show up with thunder and light, just held, and that holding was enough. That's what he never understood about a man of faith. You can take everything, but you can't take what's holding him. to walk in line.
The devil tried to break me,
Tried to take everything I own.
the devil tried to shake me,
From the faith I've always known. But what the devil didn't count on was the fire in my chest.
God made me free,
God made me free.
free from the weight,
Free from the dark.
free,
Finally.
free.
They tried to bend me since the age of 5. Took everything they gave me just to stay alive. School said sit down, church said bow your head. Law said fall in line, boy, I chose the road instead. Every wall they built me became a stepping stone. Every chain they locked me in just made me more alone. And alone is where a man finds out what he's really made of, what he's all about. You can't break what's already been through fire. You can't take what burned away desire for anything you're offering. They can't break what's already burned. They can't teach what the hard road learned. Every scar is mine, every mile is free. They can't break what they made of me. Can't break me. Already burned. Can't break me. fire and love. I'm ashamed of. Knows the things I pretend I've forgotten. Knows exactly which door to knock on at exactly 3 a.m. And the thing is, after all these years, I've stopped knocking the door. this morning, the first dawn anew, all them things I care. Sitting down on the side of the road, turns out half the road never mind to hold. The anger at my father, the girl who walked away, the man I should have been. So certain the strangest thing, why didn't break me. just needed one thing that was always out of reach. I know I wasn't there, son. I know I got it wrong. I carried that like granite every mile, every song. I thought you didn't need me, told myself that lie, until I found myself too old to wonder why. We stood on opposite sides of a river, neither swam. Two men made of the same clay, neither knowing what we am. You are the fire that raised me, even when you weren't there. The silence that you left me was the cross I learned to bear. Every scar you gave me shaped the man I became. You are the fire that raised me. I hate you and I came. The last time that I saw you, you were smaller than I thought. Like time had done the work that all your battles never bought. You reached across the table with a hand that wasn't sure. I didn't shake it quickly, I made you wait. One breath, then more. That breath you made me wait for was the longest of my life, worth more than all the years I wasted. Every silence, every strife. When your hand finally took mine, I felt the river cross. I didn't say I'm sorry, but you knew. We both knew the cost. We stood on opposite sides of a river, neither swam. Two men made of the same clay, finally understanding what we am. You are the fire that raised me, even when you weren't there. The silence that you left me was the cross I learned to bear. Every scar you gave me shaped the man I became. You are the fire that raised me. I hate you and I came. He died 6 weeks later. I didn't cry at the funeral. Everyone thought that meant I didn't care. It meant the opposite. I cried for 3 years after, quietly, alone, the way you taught me to. He raised me right after all. You are the fire that raised me, even when you weren't there. everything from getting in or out.
And I've been locked inside myself through every drought. We're sinners at the crossroads,
Neither lost nor found.
we're sinners at the crossroads.
On this holy broken ground
The mercy we've been looking for,
was never in the sky.
it's in the eyes of someone else.
Who's learned to live with what?
Sinners at the crossroads.
You and I. Maybe redemption.
Isn't a destination.
Maybe it's just the decision to keep walking,
With everything you've done,
still on your back.
I'm choosing
To put it,
on someone else.
it's the closest either of us will ever get to grace. To grace. stares back, silent, like it always has. Like it always will. So I walked out the door, left the cross on the wall. If God wants to find me, He knows where I fall. I'm out on the highway under an honest sky. No stained glass between us, no preacher's alibi. If something is out there, let it face me direct, not through burning bush tails and men I can't respect. God never answered when I needed it most. God never answered. Now I walk with the ghost. I built my faith on a promise made of sand. God never answered, but the road did. The road always answers with silence and miles and truth. Bob knows my name, knows I only come like this. When something's ending, when something's been dismissed, he pours without me asking, sets it on the wood. I stare into the amber like a man who understood. This ain't just a drink, it's a period at the end of everything that happened here and everyone I've been. The clock above the bar says I've got time for one. The time and me stopped talking long before tonight was done. One for the road. Before I disappear, one for the road. For everything that happened here. The road don't wait forever, and I've kept it waiting long. One for the road, then I'll be gone. One for the road, then I'll be gone. I left some things in this town better left behind. I left some people too who were better left to find. A better version of me than the one that's sitting here with his last good dollar and his last good year. The jukebox plays something I before I disappear. One for the road. For everything that happened here, the road don't wait forever. I've kept it waiting long. One for the road. One last pour. One for the road. Then I'm gone. I'm finally gone.
Thank